got a little bit of a surprise. Gonna start 2050 up to go fetch the surprise. And I guess you'll see soon enough what it is. Let's see how well she cold starts. Driving out here, it's squishy. So, I guess it's a good day to get this job done because it's really kind of wet out to be doing any harvesting. Well, no doubt it's going to be a while before this baby runs. Got to finish the purple 1850 first, but it at least deserves a bath. Well, there it is after a pretty good bath. Put some sheet metal back on. It hasn't been on in quite some time. So as you can see, it's an 1855 Oliver 1855 front wheel assist. This is one we sold new to a neighboring dairy farm. I'm sure some of you probably know the tractor and recognize it or whatever. I ask you not to be blurting it out in the comments. I'm not sure if they want their name all over YouTube or not, so just take comfort in the fact that you know who it used to belong to. Anyways, we sold it new to them, and they farmed with it for years and had some whites. They were probably our best customers, but for the last I don't know, 10 years or so, it's sat not running. And what happened was it got some water on top of a piston, I would say, or coolant even, and they tried pull starting it because the crank wouldn't, or the starter wouldn't crank it over. And boy, when that piston came up and slammed that water, it blew the head gasket to the point it squeezed it right out the side there. So no doubt there's probably at least a bent rod there, and who knows what else. But the good news is I've got piston and sleeve set still on a shelf for this baby, and I've got a reconditioned head on hand if I need that. The block is at least good enough where it don't have holes or anything. We can get her checked for line bore and all that good stuff. So the short and skinny is I've got almost everything I need to rebuild the engine on the shelf already from when we were a dealer. Leftover parts. So it mostly comes down to elbow grease for me. So I've been trying to get this tractor bought from them for a while. Finally was able to strike up a deal, and we hauled her over today. And was fortunate, since it's not running, that it was the next farm over, and I just had to cover crop out back here and had run soybeans up by their place, because that meant I just we could pull out of their place and come around the backfield and bring it on over here. Only had to go a short distance down a dirt road with no traffic, so it would steer some but not very well. Wanted to wander. So we just took our time, but once we got in the field, there was lots of room. And just rolled her on up here, and I was gonna stick it straight in the barn, and I thought, I need to at least wash it off. Do something to kind of start working on it. So I threw the sheet metal back on, what sheet metal they had. So at least it's got some identification. So now I'm gonna pop it in the barn for now, and who knows, maybe I'll get started on it this winter. Maybe at least start stripping the block down so I can get some of that stuff checked out and figure out what all I need. Shoot, I've even got a crankshaft if I need one of those. So like I say, pretty much elbow grease. There'll be seals and other stuff that I'm gonna have to buy that I don't have on hand anymore. I've used up or whatever, but this one is I do believe a 1974. I haven't looked up the serial number yet just to be sure, but there's a couple of giveaways on it. It doesn't have the cooler pump off the engine up here. That's the biggest one. But excited to get it. Hopefully give it a new lease on life. Tucked away for future restoration. Next to the 2255. I think they'll do fine together. Guess I could have got them a little closer. Oh well. Appreciate everybody watching. I'm sure when I get to it, there will be lots of videos on getting this one going again. So stay tuned.